So, Naina, could you just tell me a little bit about your job and what brought you to Magic as a mentor?
Yeah, sure. Hi, my name is Naina, and I'm a computational biologist here at a startup in Silicon Valley. I heard about Magic through one of my coworkers, and he mentioned that a couple of his friends, as well as a couple of his friends, were had been mentors in the past, and they thought it was a very rewarding experience, as well as it's a great way to make connections with other people around. So that's one of the reasons why I thought I was interested. I looked at the website and I saw a few videos of the work that was being done, and I found it. Uh, realized that I had a passion for such a thing, and I joined Magic around 2.5 years back, and ever since I have been mentoring, and it's been a great experience.
Great. And Lupita, could you share your grade, your school, and summarize your project?
Okay, so my name is Lupita. I'm currently a junior at Oxford Day Academy, and my project was essentially an animation video that explains CRISPR-Cas9. It goes over what CRISPR-Cas9 is, why it's important, and the ethical concerns with this editing gene tool.
Mm-hmm. And how was that initial project planning? Like, did you come into this knowing you wanted to do like a CRISPR animation?
I came into this not knowing what I was gonna do. I knew I was interested in working with magic, and originally I thought, because Ira had come to my school to explain what magic was, and I remember raising my hand when she said, "Do you have any questions?" And be like, "Hey, I was wondering, do you have like anyone or any way to like make a film?" That didn't work out, which I was fine with because I still wanted to work with magic. And somehow my fascination with CRISPR and having Naina, who conveniently works with DNA, it all just came in naturally.
That's awesome. And had you had any experience with animation before? How was it like using that medium?
I had no experience with animation before. The only medium that I had experience with was iMovie.
Mm-hmm.
It took us a little bit of time to understand how to use Flip a Clip and how to control it so it's doing what I want it to do and not look like it's glitching or like the animation is doing something weird. So
Mm-hmm.
it was pretty fun.
Yeah. And what were some of the challenges along the way? And did you feel like the project had changed along the course?
I think towards the end of making the animation, it became a little bit overwhelming looking at how many frames were in there and understanding, okay, I need this many frames. The way I calculated it was by how I would talk to, I would time myself talking and explaining a certain part and multiply that seconds by 12 since that's the amount of frames that show up per second. So
Mm-hmm.
it took a little bit of planning to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And then what were some of the highlights for you?
Highlights. Well, I think I mentioned this. So first of all, meeting Naina for the first time, which I'm grateful I was able to do because of the whole pandemic. That was nice. Highlight. I think this week showing for the first time the completed project to my mentor and hearing her reaction was a really big highlight for me. It felt very rewarding.
Yeah. And so going off that, how was it working like with Nina, and how did she support you in the process?
It was amazing. She's very supportive and very comprehensive. I was able to reschedule easily if anything came up, which did happen a lot. And she was just very understanding, and I appreciated that type of support. She also, it was nice being able to meet with someone who's keeping me on track too.
Mm-hmm. And Nina, how was it like working with Lupita? How do you see her grow throughout this process?
It has been really great. Yeah, when I met her for the first time, unfortunately, it was remote, but then we were able to meet again in person. It was really very rewarding to meet somebody in person, come up with an idea, and then see that at the end as an animation. I felt like that was really rewarding. And at the beginning, I was not sure about like, are we going to use this app? We don't have any experience with animation. So it was a lot of learning, but I'm so glad that it all worked out and we were able to create something that is that has a reaction where people say that it's amazing. So that entire experience has been really good.
Yeah, great. And Lupita, how is it participating in Magic? How has it impacted you and potentially your next steps for the future?
With magic, it was amazing working with magic and stepping a little bit more into the science part of STEM, especially bio, with the whole CRISPR and DNA. It came from watching a video that I was interested in to understanding this gene editing tool to the point where I could actually explain it, and I have a whole animation video for that. I think that was amazing.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Well, those are all the questions that I had. Thank you both. It was really great to see the animation, see what so much you could have accomplished in such a short period of time. Thank you.